Hello, I'm Captain Bert, and I want to talk to you about a little spinnerbait I make called a Satilla spin. It's a little spinnerbait that's great for panfish. It has real high quality components. It has a gamakatsu hook and a spro ball bearing swivel and gold plated blades and just real high quality materials, hand tied skirts so it doesn't come apart. And a couple of the ways that I fish it here on the Satilla, you just kind of hit different cover. This is a perfect kind of place to throw a Satilla spin. If you notice, there's a lot of flow coming through here and you got a little pinch. You got some trees, so the cover and the shade will hold the fish over off to the side of the eddy, and the current will sweep food and different critters by, and the redbreast will jump out and grab it, and that's what you're trying to make them think this little Satilla spin is. So let's see if we can get one here. Crawfish. The swifter water is what you're looking for. Redbreast love swift water, so you can put this next to a tree and reel it. It's really weedless if you just reel it. If you stop it, then it can flutter down and that's when it'll hang, but if you just throw it out and slowly reel it in, that's the deal with the Satilla spin. I like to use a medium light rod, about a 5/6 or 6 foot, and I prefer braided line because the no stretch, you can feel that blade spinning and you can tell when they bite it. You just have to not set the hook too quickly. You just reel into them. But one of the tips that I use a leader anywhere from 3 inches to a foot, depending on how clear the water is. And I usually use 10 or 12 pound fluorocarbon. What that does is it keeps the braided line from getting in that little loop on the spinnerbait. That'll happen sometimes if you just tie straight braid. It's a little aggravating. So if you do a little leader of monofilament or fluorocarbon, that'll help you out. Let me show you a knot that works really well for tying braid to your leader. And what I've got here, I've got braided line for my main line, and in about a 2 foot section of 12 pound test fluorocarbon. You're going to put them end to end. You're going to take that doubled line and you're going to just make a loop, and then you're going to tuck it through once, twice, and you're doing both the braid and the fluorocarbon, then a third time, and then you tighten, tuck it, pull everything through, and then tighten the knot, and that's it, ready to go. And then you can tie your Satilla spin on the end of the leader, ready to tie, and you do need to clip the loose ends here. You're ready to go. There are basically two different sizes, a 1/16 and an 1/8 of the Satilla spins, and there's lots of different colors. Just like in bass fishing, there's certain days that they're really picky and they want one color or another, and then other days they eat anything, doesn't matter what you throw at them. There's two basic things. There's the attractors, the really bright colors like the fire tiger, or this one is a rainbow. And then there's the more natural looking colors like this is crawfish or stump knocker. A couple different variations there, and there's lots of different combinations that have oranges and yellows, and some have browns and blacks. So you got a big variety. One of the things I do if they're biting short, like today here on the Satilla, we've had a lot of short bites. We've had 4 or 5 times the bites that we actually hooked. This is how they come. They have a little bit more rubber past the skirt. If I'm having those short strikes, I'll actually take scissors and I'll trim it right at the back of the hook, and that'll help you hook up a little more.